You're watching Swimming World TV. I'm your host, Brent Rudemeller, and here we are in Washington, D.C. We have a great opportunity to meet up with Tony Schutz with Aqua Boom. So I met you last year at the convention, and he has a very, very interesting product that's still emerging in the marketplace. About 4 years ago, he came up with an idea to take some an apparatus that's normally on dry land and bring it into the water. So it came on the market last year in 2015, and it's getting a lot of traction. You know what's interesting? A lot of new products always start off with the coaching community, and then the coaches figure out if this is product's going to go, and then from there it filters down across. And I think that's been his case. But we're going to talk a little bit about this product right now. So without having a visual, it's a product that you can remove the starting block and drop in this in a sleeve right there on the pool deck that allows for someone to do pull-ups and push-ups and hang different devices and stretch cords and training equipment over the pool, when in the past you'd have to go on deck to do your arm pulls. Now all of a sudden you can take this whole system in the water. Fabulous.
You can, Brent. By the way, thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's one of the things that it fits into the starting block receptacle, and what it does is just opens up an avenue for several type of exercises, both strength and conditioning, also swimming technique, power kicking drills, upper body strength training. We've kind of just scratched the surface, and as these creative coaches get opportunities to use it, they come up with their own ideas. They're like, oh, and basically what it does, it puts a fixed position over top of the water where it changes the dynamic of a particular drill. One that they really tend to love is the dolphin kick. You're vertical in the water, and you can streamline, you can use straps, it helps develop grip strength, and there's really no other way to do that type of an exercise, vertically kicking, and put that much power behind it.
Yeah, so you're taking specificity, which was on land to do traditionally called dry land.
Yeah.
And now you're taking that same specificity movement and doing actually in the water. And you're finding a lot of coaches really are enamored by it, and they're finding new ways to use this. Are you learning about the product by talking to coaches?
Oh, absolutely. The coaches are really sort of dictating to us. I basically designed this for general fitness in the pool. I was swimming laps. I wanted to do more than just swim laps. I'm not a competitive swimmer, although I am a master swimmer, and I kind of became a competitive swimmer kind of later in life. But by putting this in the pool, I just was doing it for general fitness. It started spilling over into the competitive swimming market when swimming coaches saw me training with it at a local YMCA where we developed the product and the concept. So currently Matt Kredich from the University of Tennessee, the Vols coach, brilliant guy. He's a biomechanics expert. He knows a lot about swimming technique, and he's really embraced this product, and so he's been helping us develop program. He's our actually official program development person. He's our technical advisor, and he's really expanded, far beyond my spectrum, ways that you can utilize an Aqua Boom to make a swimmer faster, stronger, safer, very little risk of injury. So that's one of the really great things about it, and it does bring dry land. If you think about the history of swimming and training, dry land wasn't something that they did. If you look back at Rowdy Gaines and Mark Spitz and those type of swimmers, they were not big muscular guys. They were tall, lanky, thin guys, but they were really fast in the water. The guys that are faster now, Adrian, Michael Phelps, Ryan, those guys, they're muscular, they're big.
Tall, thin, and muscular.
Yeah, and that dry land came along later. Some coaches said, hey, wait a minute, there may be something to getting stronger. And so the Aqua Boom is sort of amphibious. It's in the water, but it does capitalize on some dry land techniques of pull-ups, dips, power kicking, a lot of core work. And we know strong core makes better, faster swimmers. And there are just several exercises you can do on this to develop a really, really strong core.
Great. So aquaboom.com? That's
The Aqua Boom, actually.
The Aqua Boom.
Yep, theaquaboom.com, like the Ohio State University.
Or yeah, there you go.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, and you're in Ohio.
We are based out of Ohio.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're slowly, moving more, and you are a national brand, and you can deliver anywhere. What's really nice is that it can be retrofitted into existing pool decks, things like that. Does a coach need to buy 8 of these, or obviously you love that, but I mean, bring one into the training situation and rotate people through this?
Yeah, it's interesting, and I think it just depends on where a coach's mind is and how they see that they might be able to utilize it. We have a couple of high schools that are pretty high-profile high schools. One that's in Denver, and we have one in Dallas that's getting on board with this. They've bought multiple units, 8 units in Denver, 6 units in Dallas. Some of the universities that we're working with, they have 3. University of Florida, they have 6. And so it just depends on the coach, and some of our high-profile coaches have said to us, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing twice a week, and I want every swimmer to be able to do it. And so it's how big is your team, how would that dictate? But it's interesting because one of the advantages I think of it, we're talking about universities, but with age group swimmers, a lot of these kids, you don't want to do dryland training with them, you don't want to overtrain them, and their growth plates oftentimes aren't closed, and so this is actually safer than playground equipment like monkey bars and things like that, but it offers them an opportunity to do upper body strength training, and it can be incorporated right into their workouts in the pool.
Yeah, you don't have to get out of the pool, skin your knees, come up, slip on the deck.
Yeah, there's no
you
risk
just come down the pool, do your in-water sets, continue on.
Right.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
and it's a creativity of a coach, thinking outside the box. And I mean, honestly, I believe that over time, the coaches are going to be where the real value of this comes into play, is watching swimming coaches develop exercises around it.
And what's nice about it too, backyard pools can get this, and you got the kits, you can get them set up.
Absolutely.
And you can use it for water therapy, rehab,
several
exercises, core exercises, and
Yeah, the big challenge for us has been, how do we market this? Because we have Olympians that are using it, we have paraplegics that are using it, we have it in therapy pools, we have it in general fitness pools, we have it in YMCA's. It just covers pretty much several populations of people, and so we're just going to try to hit all those markets. But right now we're really focused in competitive swimming. That's where the experts around the water are, and in the physical therapy world as well.
Well, good.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad I ran into you again.
Yeah, that's great.
This is
Thank
great.
you so much, Brent.
TheAquaboom.com. That's
Appreciate
great.
it.
Yes. This is Brent Rudemiller saying, if you want to win, first help someone else win.